Right. I mean, I stepped into my own fate. Also, we're scout now.
Still got 4 days remaining, but to hit the share and alert.
Hell yeah, Adra. Thanks for the second money alert of the day, meaning I've made approximately $5 today. Cheers, man. New hat? Oh, did you get a new hat? Cool. Didn't like that corner I was sitting on. You know, I've been told where the new something who this thing came from. Never actually seen that meme in its original context. As well as it can be, I would say, Adra. Could always be better. But better, unfortunately, doesn't seem to be an option for myself at this point. Groovy. All right. Duh.
Clean up on aisle buckhead.
What do I want to do? I don't actually think I've tried the new Assassin. Oh, have I? Didn't Assassinate get a buff recently? I don't think if I've even played that. I don't know. We're just going to start off with Hellrunner and think about it later. That's super useful ammo type to pick up. I should pick up a few. Hell yeah! That's like a new a vacation once a year, dude. That's a good amount of money. Fuck yeah, man. And just up. But yeah, no. I'm derusting for a reason. Derusting for a reason. Because that run ended due to my own poor decisions. Although if there was a point for this run to end, it would be around that area. Because that's about the point in medium where it's like, are you still rusty? If yes, you're dead. You don't have metal? Time to melt your anvil. I mean... Also, Crud, a metalsmith, said nobody ever. To go to Rift requires a multi-tool. Ooh, I maybe do Valhalla. Yeah, that I maybe do. I maybe do Valhalla, depending. No metal. Search through your items in the clothing menu and see what metals you may or may not have. Because you always have metal. It just might not be in an item that's optimal for melting. Oh, I still have the rifle equipped. I thought I swapped it back to the pistol. Explains why I'm not hitting anything. Come to me. There you go. Yeah, I don't know. I just really hope that something recovers my concurrent viewers soon. I might have to, like, I know that this sounds like a gasp moment, but I might actually have to go back to just being a normal ass I play new games streamer for a bit to get raids again. Take a few weeks or months break from a lot of the games that I've been playing. Dwarf Fortress will stick around a couple days a week, but realistically, it's going to need to happen. I don't want to do it, but really, really don't. Fortunately, I'm starting to think I'm not going to have much of an issue in the next couple of months if this doesn't pick up. Not that, you know, global crises are helping or anything. That or I need to shift my schedule, one of the two. Just gonna hang on to that for a bit until I find a slightly better gun to put it on. You're not sorry. If you were sorry, you'd change your sound command. Which is fine. You don't have to. But you don't have to be sorry. How you doing, audio? But at the very least, you know, got nothing to complain about for today because there's people hanging out, so. You should change it. It's up to you. Let's stealth away. Have we made it to hell? We died on IO just now. So this is the second run. Let's try and go for sniper. I don't believe I've done sniper since the since master traits got cheaper defied. Time to go down Eagle Eye.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfuckers.
Take things out at a range and don't let things get into melee or I get fucked.
Dodge this, motherfuckers.
But yeah, no, just more of the same audio. A lot of doom scrolling. Talking about Ukraine and like the fact that you can literally track the conflicts on Google Maps is fucking ridiculous. Combining that with there being official military notices going out telling people to turn their phones off. It's like, so like I've never been in the military and I never will, but isn't that kind of a given? Hey, more sniper ammo. I really wish that all those doors weren't open. Real nice. Only 60%? I'll take it. %'s too low. That'll take. Shop and Rift level 1. Decontamination procedures have been equipped on level 1, so I could, like, make poison go through that room. There's a gas mask in the other direction. That's not helpful. Decontaminating a room is helpful if you don't get affected by poison. If you get affected by poison, however, it can be pretty deadly. Let's do this. Consider picking up that pistol, but I don't need it. Gotta be somebody else. Also, can I just, like, shout out the fact that there's been couple of people today, not one but two specifically, who've basically tuned in and said this doesn't look that hard and then tuned out. This is very much like my favorite example of this game is like you gotta try it for yourself. Good chance on you, Hundo. 30. You. Just got a pistol too, so he's not too big of a threat. Oh. Game is very tricky indeed. This game's deceptively difficult. Should have done this one turn earlier, just to avoid the damage, but... Alright, just a few stuff left over in that room. Not going that way. That's a lot of fucking 9mm. Good lord. This game showers you in ammo early. The other doors, that's such a weird... just small level. Like, it feels like there should be a door along here. Somewhere. But there isn't. Tiny fucking level. Hell yeah, for acquiring metal ore. Apparently we're likely to be eaten by a grue, which is great, considering I've been going for sniping. I feel like the music kind of does that to a degree. Like, while I like the soundtrack for this game, it fucking rocks. It does sometimes impact my ability to make logical decisions in this game. But yeah, this is one of the few games that I play where sometimes when people comment on it looking easy, I just say something along the lines of, "You think this looks easy? You beat it." On a difficulty that's not easy. I'm pretty sure that the room effects are just random, actually. Wasn't anything about the messages about a blackout on this floor, though. You haven't beat it on easy? Someone is playing too fast, then, I think. So now we have Deadly Precision, which gives us crit chances per bullet fired. While standing stationary, I think? How exactly does that work? Aim bonus doesn't decay unless you move. Right, so every time I stay still, I get a higher crit chance per shot. Basically. 25% crit chance per shot. Yep. And then Eagle Eye gives me aim bonuses. Max distance, optimal distance, minimum distance. Plus enemy cover is only 50% effective. So we're gonna be working on snipey. Snipey, 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 snipey. Sniping, sniping, snipey. which means no one's going to give me 44 ammo, and I'm a cry. And we're going to find a knife unique, and I'm also going to cry. And it's going to be a rough time. Could restore power. That's a waste. Let's unlock the vault. What's the protocol? I'm pretty sure that I'm pretty sure that I see. That's decontam. Don't want to do that.
Fuck this thing in particular.
Man. Salted armored? Why? Let's turn on stealth. Hey. Gonna walk away. Turn your head and walk away. Turn your head and walk away. That's one. Guys, your friend over here just died. Wanna, like, check it out or something?
Do I look like I have ammo, asshole?
Clearly they didn't really want to, but they did eventually. Guess I'll take a pistol amp even though it doesn't do anything. Better take an amp than have no amp. Has created a flask. Fuck yeah! Although, that's unfortunate that it's metal crafting that he got, but... An artifact... I don't believe I've ever had an artifact flask. At least not one that I remember. But if I have had one, they must have not been memorable. And we can upgrade that. And we can upgrade the helmet. What's the helmet got on it? Plated! Protection increased by 1. Basic, but I like it. And then the pistol amp just makes my pistols and SMGs that I'm definitely wielding better. Because I'm definitely carrying pistols and SMGs. Hmm? Speaking of Jupiter Hell, Epion, if I could distract you from your doom scrolling for a second, have you like looked at the Switch compatibility stuff at all? Or not Switch, Valve Switch, the deck compatibility stuff. I don't know a lot of people that are getting Steam Decks, but I know a few. Puzzles snarling the iron flask are encrusted with okay, got quartzites instead of with iron. Seems good. Too busy with 1.3. Show soon after then. You didn't get a deck? The hell, man? Are you telling me those twits over at Vampire Survivors got a Steam Deck and you didn't? Those fucking favoritists. I'm kind of just waiting on. Okay, never mind. I'm no longer waiting on. I'm just gonna make you better. Make you better. Take the ammo. I'm actually a little bit shocked that you didn't get a Steam Deck. Like, kind of very shocked, because this game would suit Steam Deck so well. Yo, this room spawn, whenever I see it, I do like a double take, because to me it just looks like the arena. Like, this just looks like the arena. Investments are open, heads up, chat. Like, whenever I spawn into here, I was like, wait, where am I? Also, hey, Darren. That's an interesting replacement for exclamation point. What is that? So swap over to this. I was gonna say I started a door, but it was the one behind me closing. Breaking the flowers. Yeah, but is pipe that long? I guess pipe is that long. For some reason I didn't realize. I guess I've never, like, almost never seen people use pipe in Twitch chat, so I'm not used to seeing it in this font. And to me, it looks like something out of like the Japanese alphabet to me. Like it's not an icon I'm used to seeing. So, back to where I was. I regret everything, mostly. Ow. All right. What'd you drop? Calibrated. I think I'll keep the critical. Got him. All right, what do we still need for sniper? We got everything we need for sniper. All right, let's just put points into Eagle Eye then. Well, this will give me +1 optimal distance on all my weapons. This is suboptimal. It's really hoping that that room wouldn't have anything in it. But they came from the room above. Okay, that worked out. Huh. So, saved by the friendly fire, I was shooting at this mech, right? There was an icon right behind me of a grenade that was supposed to hit me from that guy's grenade launcher on the far right. But instead he shot his friend in the back. So shout outs to this guy for being a meat shield for me. Damn! Stone. I mean, you basically just donated your tickets to Stone, I think. At least you got a nice even 5K now. That ended a lot better than it could have. Would have gone real bad for me, and I could have lost a bunch of HP for no reason. Considering I have no healing whatsoever. Woo! I would recommend a cheesy action movie, because that's what I did last night, and it was great. If you're looking for a good distraction. I personally just spent most of yesterday evening watching Edge of Tomorrow, the Tom Cruise time loop movie. Very much a video game, not much of a movie. Very goofy, very silly, terrible CG. but it was fun, so go do something that makes you smile, dude. It was a fun movie. Just the CG was terrible. It was a fun movie. I enjoyed it. This was my first time seeing it. I was like, I realized last time, I was like, I've never seen this movie. I need a dumb distraction. This looks like a dumb distraction.
And stay down.
And I got my dumb distraction out of it, so. That movie worked as intended, I think. Woo! AV1 armor with automet on it. I will gladly take that, considering I have no heals. I don't even know what that is. Dele, is that another time loop movie with Tom Cruise in it?
This is madness! Madness. This is stoned hobo. This is hobo. This is hobo.
Yeet. Hello, hobo. How are you?
Who needs light anyway?
Pratt? Oh, well, I mean, that by... You know, when it comes to really annoying rich people in movies, I would rather see more Tom Cruise than Chris Pratt. Nothing particularly against Chris Pratt, but it's more just like I would rather watch Tom Cruise. Cruise is like real good at smiling like a sociopath, winking at the lady, and then shooting a rocket launcher and jumping out of an airplane. That's all I really want to see Cruise do. Nothing else. He should stay away from cults, frankly. They seem like a waste of money. Like, there's also that classic photo of Tom Cruise just sitting on top of the tallest building in the world, the Burj Khalifa. Let's see if I can find that photo. Yeah, this photo. This motherfucker right here. This motherfucker right here. Apparently he's got like a safety thing around his waist that's like going down behind him that's like hidden, and there's a safety person like making sure he's like stable beneath him, but yeah. That's a photograph. What's even better than this photograph is the side-by-side comparison photograph from shooting the same movie. Because they were both here at the same time filming one of the Mission Impossible movies. Yeah, that'd be me. It's like, they're both posing for the helicopter photo shot. Yeah, Hobo, I do agree. Tom Cruise is a really creepy person in person. Like I said earlier, I enjoy him in action movies. Because right before you got here, I was just talking about how I watched Edge of Tomorrow last night because I needed something that was dumb and cheesy. And that was... It delivered. It was dumb and cheesy. You can't handle heights. I could probably... walk about halfway up that building before having a panic attack. I don't think I would make it further than past halfway up that building. Let's unlock the bolt. I don't need the power. Actually, how many multi-tools? Let's unlock it.
Let's shed some light on matters.
I didn't even know about that. But it's the least they could do for the production staff, I would say. You can't even climb a step ladder. You can't even climb a step ladder without feeling unease, really? I'm certainly not that far gone when it comes to heights. I don't mind climbing mountains, but tall buildings freak me out. It's like I can stand on top of a mountain with like, I don't know, 30 centimeters of like space to stand on. With like scree slope on either side and a glacier next to me and not feel even remotely unstable. But the literal second I walk to the edge of a tall building, I feel like I'm about to fucking die. I don't know what it is.
What's in the box?
So that next room is all Wobits. Which is where we're headed. Stone, you should look at my HP. Tall building has no slope, it just stops. No, I completely agree. The mountain isn't a sheer 100 plus foot drop. Yeah, you're more likely to survive falling off most mountains than you are to falling off of a, like, 15-story building. I'm okay as long as it has slope. Slopes are natural. I know how to manage slopes. I am now officially a sniper. So now I get +1 max and optimal range, so we should keep our things at a distance. Ooh, fire repellent and camo boost, but I lose auto med. Ow. I'll take it though. Which means I lose some HP every floor. Or rather, I don't gain HP back every floor. Also, that ticking sound, if you hear that ticking sound, it means I'm waiting turns. It was 67 out of 100. Stone's favorite number is 67. Also, chat, I'm going to have to put out a notification on the Discord soon. We got to increase that Discord activity. Because for the past 2 weeks, I've only had about 39 to 40 active contributors on the Discord. I need 50 active contributors to maintain Discord partner. So they're going to threaten me with removal again soon. Meaning either we need to spin the count and reading rooms back up, or I need some more reasons for people to talk on my Discord server. Everyone post their art. We could do that too. Everybody quick, post pictures of cats. Just what another Discord I was in did recently. They're like, quick, everybody post pictures of cats! We don't have enough contributors! And boom, wall of cats. Okay, problem solved. Doesn't matter if you own the cat, just post pictures of cats. Does it always have to be bots? I didn't even eat bots. Why is that one why is the Guardian right there? Alright. Owie. I should have gone invisible one turn earlier. Okay. So far, so not terrible. All right, that got me back into cover.
Reload already.
Not dead. To be fair, this floor is pretty painful sometimes. Pistol amp, okay. Melee amp, okay. Auto repair and auto med. I'm gonna take it for right now. Rip count, did you guys just immediately obliterate the count? That was fast. That's fine. I've definitely done that. It's a new day, a new number. You're already active? No, you're already an active member, so yeah, you don't really need to do anything more, but... I mean, realistically, I don't actually lose that much if I lose my Discord partner, so it also isn't too big of a deal. It's just kind of nice to have. You know? It's not really... Like, it doesn't really matter for my career goals if I lose partner. Just nice to have. Ooh. Extended mag plus better crit. And we can shut down a Calsec, which levels me up. Let's just level up Eagle Eye all the way. What? Rip Count Dooku? Dude, they already gave me a Wumpus that they're selling on their store for 10 grand. I need to stick around for these valuable plushie drops.
There should be a working dropship around here somewhere.
You have a very negative stance on Discord's partnership? Genuine question? Why? I have a lot of issues with Discord, but I'm just curious as to what your particular one is. For me, it's almost more of a meme at this point. I don't really feel like taking hits from a long revolver, thanks. Noms on burger? What kind of burger? It's on that burger. I mean, for me, Discord is my hoodie supplier. They send me a hoodie like every 2 years, so I haven't had to buy a hoodie in like 5 years. It's been lovely. It's liable to get its owners banned? Why is that an issue? I mean, if you break Discord terms of service, which is the reason that they would remove partnership from you, other than activity. So it's like if you do something that breaks Discord's terms of service and you get your server banned, Or if you get your partnership removed for breaking rules, it's the same as getting your account banned for breaking rules. I guess I'm missing the part where that's a problem. For me, I actually have I was super negative on them booting people from partnership, but I'm less negative on it now. Just because they grandfather in perks if you get booted now. But, I don't know. I plan on trying to keep it because it's been a very helpful tool over the years for networking, among other things. I've had very mixed feelings on Discord over the past year anyway. Well, maybe more than a year. Ever since they started taking investment and started looking at going public, I have been kind of iffy on Discord. You keep some of the benefits. You don't keep all of the benefits. But if you were partnered, you basically maintain a permanently boosted server at that point. Unless, like, you break terms of service to lose your partnership. It's basically just if you... what's the word? It's just if you lose your server for, like, let's just say... having a server that does nothing but promote piracy, right? Like if you're doing illegal activity or stuff that breaks their terms of service, it kind of makes sense to me. Instances of watching partner servers die because some rando posts a spicy meme while the mods are busy with something else. Well, I would counter-argue with that being the fault of the server at that point, because it's up to you to moderate your server, and you can set up your server so that it's not at risk for that sort of thing. And that's on you to set your server up to begin with. But yes, that does suck. That is ridiculous that it can ban the owners. But at that point, like, that's just self-preventative measures that you yourself need to take when setting up a Discord server. If you want something that's free of that kind of stuff, you got to get a TeamSpeak, unfortunately. When you're on somebody else's server, you take responsibility for what's posted on your server. Or when you're on somebody else's servers and you're using a portion of that, you have to take responsibility for the thing that was posted on your owned portion of that thing. So that, I don't know. I don't have an issue with that. That makes sense to me. It sucks, but it makes sense. We have the responsibility of running and managing our servers. I don't know. I've had some real fucking spicy memes posted on my server that have been banned over the years, and you know, it just kind of is what it is. Always there. Always a looming specter, but keep your server managed and you'll be fine.
That takes care of this area.
Yeah, if you're like, if a bad meme gets posted on a Discord server for more than a couple of hours, you need more active mods. And if it's a partnered server, that sounds like a pretty dead server at that point. Like, I'd be willing to bet my server... Like, what's maybe the longest something has been left up on our server, Audio? Like, maybe 30 minutes. Tops. You're talking within a matter of minutes? That doesn't make logical sense, though. But, I don't know. Is. Jupiter Hell is largely two people. Artist and programmer. Epion does programming. Sklixi, who I can never properly pronounce his name, apologies, does art. So one person has done all of the art and assets and promotional material. The other person does all of the programming and the engine work and everything else. And then there's one guy who did the music, but he's not full time. And then I think Epion's brother sometimes helps with some code work, but also not full time. I need to pour more coffee. Also, this is probably my last run of the day, unless it ends really soon, because I'm gonna go to the anti-war protest in support of Ukraine in downtown. Not that I'll be able to do much, but I just want to go take pictures and be in the area more than anything. I don't have flags or signs or nothing. What's hilarious is they're protesting in the same part of town as the anti-vaxxers. They're just on the other side of the street.
Europa isn't what it used to be.
Cheers, audio. I mean, I don't know. Okay. At least those barrels are gone now. Love that accuracy tick. Shouldn't have walked so fast. Come on, just take the one step, you big boy. Well, that's all I really can do. Me lamp. I don't even. I have this fucking AV2 pistol amp, which is doing literally nothing for me. It's using a normal sniper rifle, eh? I think we buy the sniper rifle. Charge you twice. Dismantle the hunter rifle. Pick you up. Put you on the sniper. Drop those. Put the mod pack on the sniper. Calibrate it. Pick up a couple of these. 7.62 is going to be much easier to find. Like, much easier to find. Well, at least I can do that. Oh, look at that damage. Actually, it's good. Look at that damage. The only request I have, chat. Really? That you tune into the stream tomorrow. The day after. Best part about this sniper rifle is that you don't need to load each bullet individually. I also just realized I didn't find a single cry kit last run. That last run wouldn't have died if I had a cry kit. Sure. Should I be looking at something, Merc? Like, if something important happened, please tell me. I'd like to know. Let's put a swap harness on you. Ah, man, I was really hoping that would hit. There you go. 2 times. Second time's the charm. well, I'm out of Eagle Eye. Should really take a third weapon slot, though. Let's maybe try and take the third weapon slot by Europa. Is that like recent? Well, also apparently Kiev's getting air raided, so the last thing I see on the aggregate that I'm looking at is Kiev citizens must get to the nearest shelter now. Heavy air raid expected. The thing that keeps freaking me out is when the live streams go offline. It's like when there's street cams and then it's like, boop, camera feed gone. It's like, what the fuck happened? As of yesterday, I think I heard about that then. I mean, China's been, like, condemning Russia, but also staying neutral the entire time. Like I said at, like, the beginning of all of this, when people are like, oh my god, what if, like, China starts invading people? It's like, China doesn't want a world war, because China's winning the economic war, right? China doesn't want to go blowing people up, because that would cost them money. They'd rather just sit on the pile of money that they're amassing. The problem with Russia is they're cornered because they're actually in a situation of like, yes, they have financial stability, but they've seen their upper cap and they're not going to get above it. So for them, war actually makes theoretical sense by some logic. Supporting but condemning but staying neutral, sure. So, I will just say, watch road closures in Kiev. That's what I have up on my other monitor right now. You know, it's weird for me to say this, Cutest. For me as a not the smartest person in the world, and I don't pretend to be politically educated. Anyway, I just got distracted by something I saw on Twitter. Out of all of the conflicts that have happened in my lifetime, every single one of them from both sides, I can kind of see where or not every single one of them, but for the majority of them, I can kind of see from like that perspective why that war makes sense, right? Like most of the events in Syria, from both perspectives, I can kind of see why it would make sense. Even Iraq and Afghanistan. From both perspectives, I can see a format of logic. With this one, it's just, the logic is they don't want NATO closer to them. But you shouldn't be fucking fighting with NATO to begin with. It literally just makes no sense. It's like old rich people are scared of their old riches going away slightly. That's the only logic, and it's like, it's the most illogical war I think I've ever had the displeasure of witnessing. And call me out if I'm fucking wrong, but it is the most illogical war I've ever had the ability to comprehend. Outside of, like, maybe wars in a video game. Well, I mean, that's on Russia for being a bunch of twits and controlling assholes and making people want to leave. On a spice topic? It's on and off. On again and off again. On again, off again. Diamond. Hard to avoid it. Oh, I see. I was like, where the fuck's the other one? in the elevator. How you doing, Diamond? You have to do errands and adulting. Cheers. Well, we'll see you on tomorrow, on Sunday.
That hit the spot. I don't see shit to pick up.
Hiccup.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfuckers.
I'm trying to stop hiccups, which is why I'm not talking at this precise moment. I get really bad hiccups sometimes. Alright, this is a problem. I don't really want to go to any of them. I think we could do biolabs. I'm relatively confident. Oh. Next floor. Really, that bit of news just shows how Russia's current leadership got outplayed and China's really just in it for themselves? I mean, alright, I have a question. Does anybody here actually think that China is in anywhere except for themselves? Like, truly? Like, does anybody think otherwise of that? Like, are people expecting China to back people up in anything ever? I expect China to do one thing and say, can we sell it to you for more money than it's worth? No? Okay, fuck off. They just want the fights to be over so that they can go back to selling people cheap, you know, phones. Are you on a VPN, Cutest? Out of just bloody curiosity? Like, what's access to Twitch like over there right now? The hypocrisy online now? Which part, X? I care about this conflict because I know too many people in the regions involved. Also, I really don't like the idea of Russia invading people because, well, let's just say they have like submarines just about 100 kilometers off my off of like the shore from where I'm at. So like, I don't really like the idea of Russia invading people. Right? Facebook, Insta, and Twitter. So what you're saying is life is a lot better right now, then. That sounds like an improvement, to be honest with you. Twitch is working fine. Reddit works fine. Facebook, Insta, and Twitter. Nah, who needs them? From your point of view, I'm assuming we're hoping for a fast war, but because politicians didn't seem eager to support as much. But you managed to hold off long enough that it made a lot of noise. Yeah, I mean, it very much seems to be like a disorganized Russian military that isn't used to doing this as well. I should have thought about this better. At least I didn't get the bleed somehow. Ouchies.
That's the good shit right there.
That hurt.
Wish I could make more of that shit.
Ah, fair enough. I mean, as a Canadian, I'm still pretty firmly anti-gun. And wars anywhere ain't gonna change that take. That's not the hypocrisy that's amusing me. There is hypocrisy in this war that is amusing me, though. But I don't feel like talking about hypocrisy generally, because that just upsets people. I would say that there is no part of this war that I am enjoying. Genuinely. There is one or two anecdotes that have come out about it that are like, really? You say that now? But I mean, what you've stated, Repart, is mostly echoing what I've heard a lot of analysts say, so you're not too far off at the very least. It was interesting. What'd you climb, Diamond? Big rocks? Big wall? Big people? I love the free health drops.
Fucking ammo, reload.
Wait. Really wish my neighbor would stop setting off fireworks. Keep hearing fireworks outside. I mean, as long as it's not at my expense. Seriously though, what'd you climb though? Also, for whatever it's worth, at this point for your mom jokes, if anybody takes a your mom joke seriously enough to actually get annoyed or offended by it, they really need to rethink their lives' priorities. Because your mom jokes like are just like non-offense at this point. Oh, that's the wrong button. Well, tried to repair my armor and I healed myself instead. I took exclamation point heal too seriously. Ah, I got you. Wall climbing. My little sister does that. I know a few people that do. I did it once for a friend's birthday, like a very long time ago. I wasn't very good. Mr. T has said a lot of things that I don't remember, so it's definitely possible. It's just like I still feel bad about laughing at those dead baby jokes related to the, look at this car that I have in my garage. It's right next to the pile of dead babies. Not next to my pile of books. Yay, we're on the right floor. Actually, what's still alive? There's one rocket turret still alive, so one of those 3 red dots on the map is a rocket turret. So that's good. Means only one of them's gonna move, but it's gonna shoot at me immediately. Also, he said that's not what Mr. T said, not that's what Mr. T said. Oops, not bad.
Blood for the blood god.
Skulls for the skull throne. Yep.
Oh, this will be a mess.
Wow. So if you haven't seen volatile storage before, Chad, it just means there's explosive barrels everywhere. So when you least expect it, half the map has a tendency of going boom. Read the title. I know that I often stream this game on update days, but just read the title. There's an update soon-ish, and I want to derust. I usually do 1 or 2 streams before there are updates, too. Takes you back to barrels of fun and doom. Yep, like that. All right. Fortunately, I don't need to kill them to get XP, as long as they die on the map that I'm on. Looks like that guy fired off a grenade launcher, most likely. Not even sure what just died in that room, but something did. I'm assuming they both died. Level up deadly precision. And I'm out of ammo. It's just sitting in that doorway, yep. I need a new primary weapon. Is this... That or I need more 9mm. One of the two. I'm sure something just died in that. Any game worth their salt? Any violent game worth their salt has explosive barrels. And lore that I skipped through. Alright, so this is the vault. Oh. I'm gonna go invisible. And walk away. Or try to. That was kind of sketchy. Hey, there's a real good SMG. The Emperor Protects. That's a really good SMG. Oh, look at this. Convert and ignore pain energy penalties into critical chance. It's actually a really good SMG for me to take. I also just picked up shotgun ammo. A waste of inventory space. For a sniper build.
And stay there.
Daka. Problem with that gun is it also eats ammo like a fucking cookie monster. Are there games with a game over type of screen? What? I mean, generally there are games that exist that have game over screens. You're gonna need to be a little bit more specific with that question. Without a game over type screen? I mean, there's lots of games that have no way to die. I've played games that don't have a way of dying. See if we see anything. We don't. But yeah, there's absolutely games that don't have a game over screen.
Fuck this thing in particular.
Let's increase your optimal range on that SMG. Okay.
No fucking ammo. Reload.
Go invisible.
That's the good shit right there.
How are you not dead? All right. The fuck, man.
That's better.
Well, got him dead. That was weird. Kind of thought I was dead there for a second. What's the plan on this scout run? Don't die. I'm just trying to de-rust. I don't really have plans. I'm just trying to remember how to play this game so that when the next update comes out, I can do a good job. And hopefully be entertaining while I'm doing that, so that chat enjoys watching, and also hopefully not
Always dreamed of being a tick.
and also at the same time hopefully not just doom scrolling, and growing the stream's audience, and maybe getting a follower or two, which I haven't had in 3 days, and you know, maybe getting a new subscriber, or maybe just a subscriber. That's the plan for today. I don't really have any particular game plans. Kind of plan. I don't know if you think this, but if you think that I go into every day with like a perfect plan of what I'm gonna do, you have the wrong image of me, because that is not true. Play games. Surprisingly. Sometimes I'll have a rough idea of what thing I want to build in dwarfs, but that's about it. I know it might be a shock, but it's the truth. But at the end of the day, like, you know, you got to thank the folks on Patreon and retired Navy vet for single-handedly keeping this stream funded the past 2 months, I guess. More or less since January. Like, November and December were pretty, like, no complaints there. But back in August, I talked quite a bit about how Twitch is changing the way auto-hosting works was going to impact me heavily. I'm feeling it now. Like, it's taken a couple months, but it's starting to hurt.
There's something
And it's only going to hurt more. Unfortunately. There's nothing I can do about it. I either have to switch to, like, mainstream indie games, which I really don't want to, or I have to go get a job. Unless, like, you know, people keep funding this stream, which sometimes it does, sometimes you guys don't. Cutest, thanks for keeping that tier 3 alive for an 18th month. Yeah, I don't think you've streamed full-time for the past 6 years, and I don't think that you've been streaming for almost a decade. I also would doubt that you've streamed probably close to 20,000 hours, which is what I'm getting close to at this point. No to bed. Now to bed, you go to bed. Thank you very much, cutest. And thanks for the updates on what's going on where you're at. It's nice to know, like, non-international propaganda perspectives of conflict. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it through this. I don't have enough ammo. I don't. I'm going to have to, like, activate the center there and then back up real quick. Pups? We call aloe plant, baby aloe plants pups now? What? Is that from, like, you running them outside? Or are you getting plants that aren't going to survive where you live? And I wish I had more energy. I do have an escape card, though. Sweet, it's just a cryo. As long as I keep them at a distance, I'm safe. Problem is keeping them at a distance. But I think we did it. I mean, just put it on a skateboard and put a leash around its neck. I'm sure you can do it, Andy War. Sure you could do it. And like putting out a runner and it becomes a separate plant. Okay. They're called pups. Huh. Interesting. I didn't know that. Learn something every day. Yeah, I was real worried when I was walking into this area because there's a pretty good chance they could have spawned around me, and if that happened, I would be basically fucked. That's a really nice rifle. I don't like only having 2 snipers. See, again, not helpful. This is actually a really bad loop drop. I was really hoping that it would give me... Okay, that's something that uses 7.62. Never mind. Let's swap you for the Emperor. Oh man, but I'm gonna lose the 3 upgrades. Yeah, we'll stick with the 16. Some plants need shave. Shave? Shade. I don't know of any plants that need a shave. Trim, not a shave. Good windstone? I know Epion went to bed, but I found another level gen bug. Except I'm pretty certain that this one is known. Also, I used an item off the ground, and that was muscle memory. An accident. You must achieve sleep. No, I've reported that one before. I'm pretty sure that's known. Besides, Epion watches my VODs anyway. Which means he'll DM me tomorrow going, "You know me too well," or some shit. You're subbing while you can. Yeah, that was a unanimous vote, was it not? It is. To be completely blunt, as a dumb Canadian, I don't actually know what cutting Russia from SWIFT means for Russia. It's something that I've been too lazy to go look into, to be completely honest with you. Let's do that. I mean, for whatever it's worth, I've already lost patrons because of this stupid conflict. Not that it's, like, gonna break me or anything. But it's already happened. People need to save money for obvious reasons. It's also, like, the most, like... I'm a fucking... lucky-ass Westerner for being able to say, I've lost patrons because of this conflict. You think it means that international money transfers are getting hard? True. I guess that's why there's been bumps in crypto. Well, it's a pity I'm not a VTuber. Still have some dignity left. Or rather, good thing I'm not a VTuber. I still have some dignity left. It depends on how badly you need the money, I would say, at that point. I thought those were dead already. I heard their death sound, but nope. Takes 2 shots. Also, I think it kind of depends on how much money they're donating, Hex. If it's $5, like, yeah, that's not going to break the bank. Also, in a lot of those bigger channels that aren't broke, like mine, on a lot of those bigger channels, the only way to actually talk to the person broadcasting is by tipping. That makes some sense. Like, depending on how big the channel that you were watching was, that makes some sense to me. I don't actually know what a red super chat is. I've only ever seen yellow super chats. And I don't watch live streams on YouTube ever, and I've only ever received yellow ones, which are like pretty low amounts. So I have no idea.
Done.
What? Oh, that's just a normal sniper rifle. You're not there yourself? Alright. Oh. Swift is the main way banks communicate with each other about money. It will be needed to make international money transfers of all types hard. So we're talking like transferring like US dollars into rubles, for example. That's what you're referring to? Or like rather, that's what it impacts. Just so that I'm understanding you correctly. I have nothing against VTubers. I just find the animations fucking creepy as all hell. And am eternally perplexed by their popularity. But I mean, watch what you want to watch, at the end of the day. I don't really want to meme about wars, X, if possible. I wouldn't quite say that's tradition anymore. Another point in Hellrunner. Fucking hate these resilient ones. Keep walking in cycles. These guys are real tough.
Rinse. Repeat.
Ooh, cold mod pack. Yeah, see, like, I love creating content and I love entertaining people. I'm not a petty person. I don't have that capability. I also don't have the capability to reach out and guilt people into giving me money. I love doing this as a job and I want to do this as a job full time for as long as damn possible, because as a disabled person, my job options are limited, and having a job like this is neat. But it is frustrating seeing the rise of things like VTubers, because to me it puts threat to the stability of me in the future. Although theoretically it's also such a different market that ideally it would be a no contest situation, but it's not. It really isn't, so. Well, let me put it this way, right? If you look like me on the stream, you attract a particular audience, right? If you look like a massive-breasted, beautiful woman, and you use that to your advantage as part of the broadcast and make the broadcast titillating, you are. And also, absolutely not, it couldn't be me. There is no world where that would ever be me. Also, I'm scrolling back up because I missed something that ND War said. Russia will in essence be cut off from being able to add wealth to any other country, which makes, say, Amazon et al. Won't be able to make money from Russia easily, thus it will impact electric. Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. Generally, I just get told I look old by people on Tinder, so that's a nice change of pace. That just reminds me of that image of, like, the two cadavers locked in intercourse for science, in quotes, that didn't know each other when they were alive. For some reason. I don't know why, Diamond, but that's what that statement reminded me of. Thanks for putting that image back in my head. Reddit resurfaced that image recently, so it's like kind of at the front of my brain. Need to swap this sidearm for something more useful. Not your fair. But yeah, no, new types of broadcasts becoming popular on Twitch and any streaming platform brings competition naturally. And I personally don't particularly like trying to compete with VTubers because it's a audience that I will never be able to appeal to, and it's now a portion of the audience that's segmented off and looking for that specifically, which I can't. It's not something I can compete with. When your remains are plasticized and you're displayed flayed and naked and erect in a museum, I sure hope I'm... You know, honestly, same. How you doing, Stout? How's things? It's been a minute. Hope you've been alright. As well as I can be. Nothing I should logically complain about. Never stopped anyone, though. Member of this chat's a taxidermist. Cyrolac could probably set people up pretty good. Cyrolac every now and again pops into chat going, I worked on an endangered animal today. It's always like, wow. Although there was that one day where he's like, I worked on a cheetah. That museum. Yeah, that's the night at the museum parody that got banned, dude.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfuckers.
There's a rhino just casually hanging out in the front office. Man, you got a cool grandma. My grandma just is. Both of my grandmas actually are just kind of losing it.
I guess this must be Io.
That's just kind of sad, Hex. You know, I saw a post on /r/trees last night, which was literally, my girlfriend handed me weed and a hamster while I was taking a shit. Thought I'd share. That was the title of it. I'm pretty sure that's the same person that you just posted a link to. Hold on. Let me double check. Is that the same person? From yesterday. When I went right before I was going to bed. Searching Reddit right now. Like this is the thread that I'm talking about. Staring at her hands, and they do look very close. It's like, what are the odds that that's the same person? Hamster looks the same too. I'm like convinced that's the same fucking person. Sorry, it's such a like weird tangent. They're two different Reddit accounts that seem to be unassociated, but it's just like, Anyway, I should play video games. I'm sure somebody who owns both weed and a hamster probably has a lot of houseplants. Should have just thrown the nade.
Oh, that's the good
Waste
shit
med
right
kits. Good, I crit. Crit twice, actually. As somebody who's been close to people who own hamsters, don't get a hamster. Hamsters are fucking assholes. Although if you do get a hamster, you can give it vodka. Or Everclear. Or like pure ethanol. And it'll be fine. Remember, hamsters can consume more alcohol than any other known living creature. Proportionate to their size. Hey, Cussy. We're just helling our way through Jupiter. can't deal with a pet that high maintenance. I fucking hate ferrets. I lived in a house that owned ferrets for a very brief period of time, and fuck ferrets. They are the worst creatures. Cannot stand ferrets. Come on, it's an 80% chance to hit.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Sheesh. Why did I use that? I was looking at it and I hit G too early. Oh well. Big heal, I suppose. Alright, well, I need to get rid of this fucking...
Where have you been?
A better weapon. In fact, let's use that cold mod. Plasma rifle. Gotta swap to the other helmet. Making mistakes again. Or should I say still? Double armor durability. A bit? That's an understatement. Thank you very much for gifting a sub, Gussie. Cheers, man. Big thanks. Chat, can I get a big round of beers for Gussie gifting a sub? Bang. All right. 2. I don't know if you've seen any of this game, Cussy, but not one I've streamed in a while. Kind of doing some de-rusting because there's a patch coming next month, which I'm looking forward to. Told your family about feeding hamsters moonshine after hearing about it on the podcast, and they were like, you could set a hamster on fire? What? Why would giving it moonshine set it on fire? I'm confused. They thought it was funny, and they've also been discussing dumb as fuck app on phones and to be putting out fires, so it was like... You could put out the hamster if you fed that you fed alcohol. Okay. Fair enough. That seems really silly. But yeah, TLDR, this game is the spiritual successor to Jupiter, or Jupiter Hell is the spiritual successor to Doom the Roguelike, which is a Doom fan game. The dev is Epion, who I think went to bed. He said as much. I hope he went to bed.
Fuck this thing in particular.
But yeah, it was in early access. It went into early access in 2019, and it's been kind of one of my favorites since. I take long breaks from it, but when I play it, I kind of binge play it. We're getting close to like mid-late game right now, so death could happen very suddenly. What is that? Plasma SMG? Right. Yeah, they make those. Man, I'm kind of bummed I picked up the rifle. I could have just taken the SMG. Oh, well. We're doing a sniping build. I get all kinds of bonuses for being at a distance, which is that green sniper bonus. So I'm just trying to keep things at a distance and play it safe. It's not the most flashy build that you can have, but... the run that we're doing. If you're interested in checking the game out, !hell, H-E-L-L, will just take you to the game. Also, main voice actor who's cheesy as all shit is one Commander Shepard, in fact. Let's just stealth away. Don't need a flashy build when you're getting results. This game has a few of those.
Whoa, dude, fuck yeah, dude. Let's go.
Hell yeah. Close enough. Stout, unfortunate, doesn't have sound command privileges. Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah to hell. Exactly. Close enough, drone. Although if people with sound command privileges type in the Jupiter Hell command, it does special things. There's also a voice line recorded by the voice actor for this game, Mark Meir. That was recorded specifically for this
on the Citadel.
stream, which is !heal.
Heal, damn it!
That's not in the video game. That's just on my stream. So you know all those kids that have those cool, unique, like, what are they called? Darkest Dungeon voice quotes for their streams because they got into that Darkest Dungeon promo deal a billion years ago. You know all those cool kids? Well, I got healed, damn it. Ow. I thought that you just died, but I suppose not. I'm just gonna do this. That's a waste, but it's either that or use a bunch of med kits. That was really sloppy of me. A one-use item too. Don't you, Cole, be so bold. I think we're gonna go through mines. Yeah, sound commands are $7 a month on ouch. Patreon, or $10 a month on Twitch. Yeah, that's why they don't work for everybody. It's a weird mystery. So it's either tier 2 on Twitch or money on Patreon. Although I find that whenever people sign up for the Patreon for the sound commands, they use them a whole bunch for like a couple weeks and then forget about them. Which is kind of funny. Not going Shadow Halls. I will absolutely die in Shadow Halls. Gonna let those guys fight over there for a little bit. Like those Cry Marines. Ooh, I'm glad that missed. Oh, did that. Oh, did that. Oh, did that. We're about as teched up as we can be right here. Of course, you had to drop the health kit on the wrong side of the game. I might actually just go straight through to Infernal Lock. This game's got it all. It's even got a BFG knockoff 9000. BFT. Big fucking trademark. It's also got samurai swords and chainsaws, grenade launchers and rocket launchers. Miniguns. A class that can spawn robots. We'll see when we see you. Cheers, man. I'll be on tomorrow, Smill. Also, your dwarf is still alive, by the way, in Hotbeards. Yeah, 47% chance to hit. That 67? Take it. One of my favorite references in this game is on the Desert Eagle, which in my opinion is one of the worst sidearms in this game. But it just has a very iconic gun, most often used by terrorists, especially when they rush B. Probably my favorite reference in the game. It's like a lot of games just kind of, or a lot of things just kind of become reference fodder, but it suits this game. Around the time this game released, there was a article written about it, which was basically just like, game's very good, but like we're docking points because of how stupid it is and how silly some of the dialogue gets. Well, little did they know. You go to audio and voice settings. You go to, I think voice over profanity. Heavy, normal, clean, serious, and serious clean. So serious is like kind of the default, right? Clean, there's no cursing. If you put it on heavy, he just says the dumbest shit. Like,
Floor's empty. I can't see shit. I can't see shit. Yeah, right. Trust me. There's nothing here. Yeah.
I'm hitting the pick thing up off ground button.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. I told you there's nothing here. Yeah, right.
Got a profanity slider. Boom. Yeah, I think that this game's dumb as hell and I love it. It's funny though, because I'm kind of like, the more I play games, the more I'm like, nah, I don't like a lot of violence in my games. This kind of thing is the exception, I think.
No fucking room.
What? You telling me I don't have space for my goddamn grenades? Okay, fine. I'll chuck some of my bullets. I'm using a single shot rifle, so having a ton of ammo isn't super duper important, but it's still helpful. So, you know, not dying. Just as a value proposition for this game, Cussy, since I'm working on the sales pitch, it has 3 classes, and each class has 5 subclasses called master traits, which you get at level 6. So and because a run of this game at the pace that I'm going right now is about 2.5 to 3 hours if you win. Maybe as long as like the longest I've ever seen somebody take with a run is like 15 hours, I think. But it's like a 2 to 4 hour game, really, at most paces for most people. I can do it in like an hour and a half on easy. But seeing people playing this at, or rather, so even if you only beat the game once, trying every subclass once, that's like 5 times 3 times 3 hours. So it's 5 times 3 classes times 3 hours. It's a lot of content in this game. And that's assuming you take every route. There's a ton of shit to do. Like, if this kind of thing is your shtick, there's a ton here. Ton.
No room in inventory.
It's also running entirely on its own engine. Everything in this game is built on custom code. Which is part of the reason why it was like a 10-year development. But I don't know. This is a super impressive toy for me. Oh wait, wait. Are we gonna win this fight? I'm in a lot of pain. Okay, I won it, but I'm still in a lot of pain.
That's better.
Cool.
Rest in pieces, chuckle fucks.
All right. That frozen power-up I put on this gun just kind of saved my ass. Let's not go to black site, because that will kill me. I mean, it's very much a roguelike, and that meant in the literal sense. It's when you die, you're done. Your run's over. Start over. You get a score.
Need to reload.
So it is very much that kind of thing. That's like maybe the one caveat for some people.
Reload, damn it.
There's no progression whatsoever. It's all just like learning how to get good, which is really fun when you see somebody who's like very slow playing and smart who reads a lot in video games. Whenever you see somebody like that play this game for the first time and they just like beat the game on their first run, which I've seen a couple of times. It's not something that you get in a lot of modern run-based stuff because it's like
That's better.
your comprehension of the game's mechanics the first time through is the only thing keeping you from just finishing the game. I really want you gone, and you have a lot of health. Yes, this is Chaos Forge, which made Doom RL, Aliens RL, which is one of my favorites, actually, and Berserk RL, Diablo RL, a lot of fan games. There are some people out there who still say that they prefer Doom RL over this as a successor, to which I have to say, well, if you like Doom RL, buy this game to pay for Doom RL. Point blank with a sniper. Very realistically could have missed. Only a 47% chance to hit. I lost all of the HP gain I just got out of that health station back there. Hate these things. Whew, like that crit. Been playing Binding of Isaac for years. Binding of Isaac's kind of a different thing, though. Oh, there's also like an infinite mode in this game, as well as a. There's also an infinite mode as well as a. I want to go mines. Do I want to go mines? That's pit, right? Yeah, I think we can safely do. There's an arena mode, an infinite mode, and a bunch of different difficulty options too. And the hardest ones add other difficulty timers to the game. One adds respawning enemies, one adds even more. I want you to not do what you're doing, guy. Sorry, but I can't keep tabbing out to check these, so they'll have to just be for chat, I think. It's turrets? They're not moving. Yep, they're turrets.
Who's next?
All right.
We have here.
What does Battle Harden do again? Damage reduction equal to pain percentage. I'll take the visor.
Hell, let's do this.
Brilliant. Fuck. All right. This is really bad.
That's better.
I thought I saw green over there. Didn't. It was all in my head. All in my head. So, the positive here. All of the baddies drop extra loot potentially. The negative here, they're also significantly stronger than they would be otherwise because of the Exalted Curse. Positive, the exit's right here. Do we gamble? Do we gamble? I mean, I love it when, like, impromptu bullshit just surfaces on Reddit. Like the, here's a picture of my wife thing that happened on /rpics the other day. It was very amusing to me because it was just like, the first photo was like this person who just like post a picture of like this beautiful model. It's like, here's a picture of my wife, right? And then the rest were all, after that, were all just like, well, here's a picture of my wife. And this person's like, here's a picture of my wife. It's a picture, it's like a bag of ashes. It's like, here's a picture of my wife. And she's just like really mad looking, sipping a cup of tea going, why the fuck are you taking pictures of me? It was a very amusing, like, 12 hours on Reddit. Each kill creates an acid puddle. Attacks deal double armor damage and immunity from acid status effects, but minus 25% heal. Ding. It's tempting. Die. Oily shit, mother of butts. Okay. Deadly and Hunter, eh? Deadly and Hunter, you say? Well, here, have a gas grenade, lads. How you like them apples? Sucks to be you. Turrets can't have upgrades. Ow. I don't know how I missed a 94% hit chance twice, but okay.
Fucking ammo, reload.
Worth. Need a proper watering can. You want to know what I use as a watering can? Actually, guess what I use as a watering can. Spoilers, it's not a watering can. I've also had 2 different iterations of watering things. Yay! Something that's actually useful. Means this now gets automatic reloader. You know, fun fact, if you knew more about me, Hex, you would know that I've never in my entire life eaten Taco Bell. This is a widely known fact on this stream. Slowing them down in the door with the cold proc. A fast food cup? I also don't ever drink fast food, so, or eat fast food, really. And if I do, I generally just make tea and don't get a meal. No, I use a beer glass, or I used a beer glass for quite a while. But now more recently, instead of using a beer glass, I use my gooseneck kettle that my mom got me for Christmas this year. It's my fancy kettle for doing pour over coffees, so I use my coffee kettle. if a bong would work? Bongs are designed to keep the water in, so it's really awkward to pour water out, so no. Pipes in general, not very good watering devices. Not gonna say that I've tried, but I'm not gonna deny that I've tried. Hoi vey. Hoi vey! Sniper level 3, plus 50% critical chance bonus. I'm now like, not guaranteed crits, but we in Crit City now, boys. Don't want you to make Warlock sounds at me. There you go.
Fucking reload already.
You know you're getting close to the end of the game when you start seeing Warlocks. They're basically like just a priest that buffs everything around them. Yeah, you know what? We're going to swap over that. It's just a better sidearm than the one that I had, even though the other one had power-ups on it. I mean, unless you really want to have a good time, Cassie. But if you're like me, you then remove it and then put it into a bottle and then put it into the fridge.
No room.
Very careful with that stuff. See? Chainsaw. If only I had another weapon slot.
Not enough energy.
Oh, come on. That's a scary enemy, by the way. This is the scariest enemy in the game. I am more afraid of those than the end bosses usually. Although that fucking melted way faster than I was expecting. That might be the fastest I've ever seen one of those go down. Because they have a perk that directly cancels range and accuracy. They have like anti-accuracy that isn't dodge. Slithering. Like they get bonuses on to not getting hit based on the amount of accuracy you have. Yeah, I should put another accuracy mod pack on this SMG. Let's take a small med kit.
Dude, this could be a real shit show. That hit the spot.
I might still be dead.
Not dead yet. Reload, damn it.
Reload, damn it.
Need to reload.
All right. Well, that's that room clear. As sketchy as all fuck.
We're done here.
And expensive on the resources front, but we didn't die, so. I neoed that tentacle monster. One way to put it. Noxious Hollow. All right. So I don't have any kind of poison defense. I was really hoping I'd have poison defense by now, but I don't. So I could do Noxious Hollow, but it's a massive risk, which obviously I'm going to take. So let's go do Noxious Hollow. By killing enemies whenever... You regain health by killing enemies, however, standard healing solutions don't work. Let's try that. Why not? Try that for a floor.
It's quiet. Too quiet.
But this one actually has a pretty cool tile set. Well, I'll have to notify the artist that you said that. Depends on how much I heal. I have partial poison reduction, don't I? Yeah, I do have partial poison. I have poison resistance. I don't have poison protection or anything. How the fuck did that miss?
Fucking reload already.
Really? So this area just has poison clouds that just move around. And all of the enemies give off poison. Oy vey. So they're kind of almost impossible to avoid. Just have to be very careful, and I thought that that one was fading, but it faded back in. And, Leno, you know what I hate about Jupiter Hell? Almost nothing. Just remember, this game is cool enough that it was mentioned on one of the final, or most recent, I guess, episodes of DF Talk. Okay, so this chest is guaranteed to have a specific armor piece in it. As well as an incredibly good pistol.
WTF is this shit?
So this is sealed, this helmet that I just picked up. Maybe 3 marine armor, eh? I think I'm keeping the one I already have. And also a better sniper rifle than the one that I currently have. A disruptive! This one has EMP effect on it. Nice. Full immunity to poison status effect, and enemies in melee range are poisoned. Your poison status effects are 50% stronger, but you get a 10% damage debuff. I can just set up now. Now I just need to find the last baddies. Just for that 100% status score. You don't actually need to kill every enemy before you leave. I just like to.
No fucking ammo. Reload. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfuckers. Something strange.
Hey,
about
Peter.
this
Hope you're
place.
doing well. Let's go finish this fucking video game, shall we? Who's ready to go to Dante? Because we are damn close to there. God, I'm speedy. How did you get behind me? I'm impressed. They very rarely manage to get behind you. Allegedly, Dante has an Inferno, but we need to await for more information before we confirm. So healing items don't actually work on me right now. But I heal from killing enemies, which appears to be more efficient currently. But we'll see. Because I have a relic which just gives me health back. On kill. So hit chance on that 57. And then the unique that I have, death. Damaged living enemies are going to die when they're shot with that. It's a guarantee. It's not a if, it's they get a death dot, and when they die, they die. See, 4. Up at the top, death 4. That means he's just going to die. Let's go. They're just going to keep respawning infinitely. There we go. We missed some loot. It's fine.
Fuck, it's hot as the devil's asshole down here.
We had Dante. We had Dante. Repair my armor. So, the way I usually play Dante is don't give a fuck about the enemies, pretend they don't exist, and run away. From most things. And that's what we're going to do. After I let them fight on the beachhead a little bit. Because Cry's still fighting with the demons. Pew! Cry is basically this game's like Wayland Yutani. They're like the evil people that did the bad, and so up until now, we are still fighting humans.
No ammo. Reload.
All right, let's manufacture ammo. Give me one thing of 7.62. Give me gas grenade. I don't. Okay, what can I throw away to get more gas grenade? Don't need all of that. There we go. Oh, I see. Manufacture grenades, gas. I'm just gonna keep the EMP. Let's just sneak through. Because this area is a war zone, basically. It's one of my favorite features that this game does later on, is once you get deep enough, it just becomes like all of the enemies are just interfighting. We got one more turn of stealth. 8 more turns of stealth. Oh my god, I just fucking killed myself. Because I mistyped. Guess we take the oh no, I can't take the combat pack. I take the stim pack and go left.
That's better.
I think I'm just dead. Ah. Please crit. Okay. 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 So I cannot take med kits right now. So I have a relic called the Cerberus Heart, which gives me blood machine. I only regen health by killing shit. I can't get health back with health kits. I do have a lot of health kits, and I can deactivate that, but if I deactivate it, I deactivate it permanently, and I can't get it back. I'm trying real hard to hold it. I don't normally play this way, so. May actually just be benefited by killing stuff. I'm bleeding. It's fine. There's more than 3 units left on the map. But fortunately, I still get the positive effects
No ammo.
from stim packs, even though they don't actually heal me.
No ammo. Reload.
All right, so there's just a Warlock left.
Done.
There you go. That's enough Warlock sounds for you. So there's a reason why I say Warlock sounds all the time. And that's because you can see this game's Git from their Discord page. And the day before release, there was patched, note, added, Warlock sounds. Bug discovered, Warlock sounds. Issue fixed, Warlock sounds. Game now makes Warlock sounds. And so whenever I see Warlock, I just think about Warlock sounds, and it just makes me smile. All right, let's move. Should be good. There isn't too much stuff around here that I need. I think as long as we play this smart, I think we've got this. I don't want to come off as too cocky because I've definitely died on this wall right here many times, but that disruption is fucking P on this gun right now. It's what's keeping me alive. If I didn't have disruption on this sniper, we wouldn't have won this. We wouldn't be winning this. I would have died there when I made that big oopsie. The stim was able to get me out by the skin of my fucking teeth, but God damn, this thing is powerful. This is such a strong fucking relic. Holy shit.
Fuck. Not again.
Yeah, I agree, man. That's why I brought gas grenades. For moments like this, specifically. Chat, can I get a big round of beers for good luck? I can't really talk too much. I just gotta stay focused. Let's take dash 3 because kiting is like my superpower right now. Bulk mod. Yes. Sniper now reloads extra speedy. Do I try and clear? This is a pretty meta build, actually, for the harder difficulties. Now let's just keep going. Man, game, why you gotta fucking do this shit to me, mate? Like, that's just fucking rude. Those are all gonna start spawning evil things in 106 seconds. Never been a better time to just say, gotta fucking go.
Reload.
I'm just going to EMP you two.
No ammo. Reload.
Got 79 seconds. Charge! Didn't die and back to full health? Yeah, because I'm very lucky. Also, this helmet that's telling me where things are through walls is also being very kind. Hallelujah, they all spawned on the edges. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right. This med kit can't heal me, so I shouldn't bother picking it up anyway. So, I'm trying to think how I play this fight. I have to kite him at distance and dodge out of the way of his thingies. What do we has? We has two of those. We got a combat pack. So worst push comes to shove, I drop the healing perk and swap to med kits. But assuming I can keep killing stuff, we should be okay. Assuming I can keep killing stuff. All right, Harbinger. It's a nice throne you got there. It'd be a shame if something were to happen to it.
No ammo. Reload.
Yeah, I think I want to drop the Cerberus Heart now. We drop the Cerberus Heart. I'm going to gas you. And stim. And then move down. Shoot him.
No ammo. Reload.
Apparently I need to reload the little pistol. Take the combat pack.
Yes.
And the large med kit.
No ammo.
Gotta reload. Keep hitting Harbinger. Take the small med kit. He's sitting in acid. That's really good. Or not him. It's only a 33% chance to hit. Only got one small med kit left.
I'm not going home.
Hey, death finally kicked in.
I'll take these demonic fuckers down with me.
Gotta love that death dot on death. We didn't even level up death. We just like kind of hung out and used the sniper rifle the whole way through and then grabbed death at the last second. Anyway, we won. Yep, that's a win. Also, Stone, assuming you're still here, you're welcome on the kill percentage in the last zone. Hell yeah, we fucking won. So this is where you all scream yay, and we get a big hype train, and everybody yells, and it's grand old time, and yeah, there you go, perfect. We fucking did it, yay! I'm happy I got to win. It's ironic. I lose on medium and then win on hard. We got an award. We got a